Hey everyone, I'm Justin. Thank you so much for watching. This video is on the ES and the NQ, my outlook on the past week, and we'll break down the weekly, the daily, the 4-hour, etc. I'm going to show you a mantra that I think is extremely important for the week, and it goes, don't follow after the wicked ones or be jealous of their wealth. Don't think for a moment they're better off than you. And that speaks to me in a way where we live in such a polarizing world where we see everyone who we want to idolize and be like. But the hard reality to accept is there are so many rich people, successful celebrities. They look like they love life on social media, but in reality, they are empty and they are not happy. They don't have true fulfillment and they're living completely in a materialistic ideology. So we're going to get into these charts, and I think it's very important to have that balance. Of course you need money, you want to survive, you want to flourish. We all have hobbies and hobbies are amazing, but there's this fine line where people get taken over by the money and get taken over, and you see there's so many poor celebrities who end up succumbing to addictions and horrible drugs. They pass away, they overdose. It is way too common in this world, and so I pray for you all to find purpose and enjoy what you're doing each day. Live a life full of gentleness, kindness, and self-control, where you actually understand what is going on within both your head and society in a whole. So we'll start with the weekly chart of the ES, and we had a bit of a sell-off. We tested the 20 SMA last week. When you get a sell-off but you're bought up with a strong close to the week, there's nothing but bullishness to that. And you could blame a million different things for why we sold off. It doesn't matter truly. What happened is we sold off, and now we're looking at the daily chart. We had huge volume. Usually on the selling days there is more volume, and the next day, what a bad close. We opened, we tested up here at the 4400 zone, but we closed all the way at the 4330s. That was the most bearish part of the week. And as you see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just some bullish price action. The bullish price action to note was on lower volume. That's always something to note. But going into this week, I'm really just looking, do we hold this downward trend line? If we can hold that area in the 4418 bull bear zone, you see we had a strong move off that 4418 and another strong downwards move off that 4418. So it's a very significant level heading into next week. Let's hop into the NASDAQ, and we'll start backwards. We're on the 4-hour. I'm looking for a very similar thing. We want to see if this downwards trend line gets broken and holds, and our bull bear area is 15,184. So the reasoning for that is, look at, you have a resistance or support, whatever, if you're under or above. But bottom line is we had a monster move right off that area at 15,184. And then same with the ES. We have that breakdown through the 184. And now we're holding it. That's why it is a key area. We hop into the daily, and the confluence of the markets, the Dow, ES, and NQ, we're getting a lot of confluence, not much divergence. So that shows who is going to be the leader or the weaker one, who's going to be lying. That's what my mentor loves to say. And I want to see that downward trend line break, bottom line. On the weekly, very strong close. Can't be bearish. We're in a beautiful uptrend. The pressures, inflation, deflation, stagflation, they're all around us. But for now, nothing seems to be too big of a deal. So now I'm going to hop into some very actual hot setups that, let me say this now. If you learn anything or enjoy the way that I present information, thoughts, please just share this with a bud. And that's what means the world to me. I just want to spread information. I truly believe that my purpose is to help educate others and be a teacher. I'm not doing anything for money or fame or likes. I truly care much more about helping, even if it's just one person, two people. If it starts that way, hey, that's how it has to start. But if you do enjoy this, just share it with someone, maybe like the video. It's so much appreciated. Thank you. And let's hop right into the beautiful setups that I have. So first, this is the weekly chart of concrete pumping. And a low volume stock, a low value, $8 a share, but we still got some good volume, almost a whole million volume on this. So it is tradable, maybe not if you're a hedge fund manager, but for smaller size traders, definitely tradable. And this red circle back here is a key level. So you see right where we're basing right now, we have the downwards trend line, and then you look back months ago, we have that key breakdown zone. It's like a bare bull line. So we have a pattern, and the volume has been contracting, so that's that Mark Ritner-Vini perfect thing you want to see. So if we get a strong move, a close over the 8.9 spot on some record volume, this is a buy for me. And usually I would be risking off 21 day lows compared to wherever I took my entry. Next we have FRG. So a similar chart setup, but look at, we have 10 to 20, maybe even 25, 30 weeks of consolidation. And the past 2 weeks, the volume's been picking up. It looks so ready to go. Look at the volume shelf. We got a lot of people interested in this base right here. So I love clean, simple bases. You don't have to get too crazy, but the thing that is very tricky, these are weekly charts. They have been forming for weeks, 10 to 20 to 30 weeks. We're not really buying 2 week breakouts. That's not something that's how you get very tricky, and you get way too many fake outs. I believe this is my handwriting is so bad that I mistook the N for a V. So similar, this is the sugar ETF, and this has a bit of a fundamental view. I think shortages are coming in. That's just something that has been spoken to me, and I pray for everyone. Make sure your household, your supplies, you're prepared, because the way that the propaganda has been coming out of the machine lately, it seems like they're getting the society all cranked up in a negative view. So be prepared. You're way better off to have things and not need it than to need things and not have them. So that's all I can say. Don't spend all your money, but get freaking prepared. Have water for weeks. Buy the right supplies, the right storage methods, so you can actually survive and be self-sufficient for at least a little bit. I'm looking for Kane to take out the 9.7 spot. We have, 6 weeks. I would like to see a few more weeks of basing, but look at the chart. It is freaking beautiful, and the upside is huge. We have ginormous upside all the way to the 13, 14, and higher. So don't sleep on that sugar ETF. LKQ. Look at this, a clean, simple base. We got 5, 10, 15, 20 weeks of basing. We're looking for a break over 53.2 on some large volume. You see the volume shelf, it has some good volume in this basing. Those are a bunch of just critical characteristics. Now we check out RUT, the IWM, the small caps index. This thing has been basing for, such a long time. That's crazy. So we're looking for a strong move. Let's see if we can get through, the big range that we've been in. I don't expect it to happen next week, maybe a few more weeks, but point is, you want to be around when that move happens. USCI is the commodities ETF, and there are a lot of commodities setting up right now. I just love how this chart looks, and playing ETFs is nice. There's nothing wrong with it as long as you risk management, position sizing. Heck, you can play whatever you want as long as it's liquid and you have principles. But look at this. We do a big V, and now we're flagging for 15 weeks. It's like, it's beautiful. We just need more volume to come in. That's the biggest thing. But don't sleep on that. And lastly, we have Weatherford. I don't know the fundamentals of this, but look, we have the 0%, 23%, 50%. We get a move through this 10-week base. The volume's been huge. We had a monster rejection, but we're back up, ready to break out. Volume shelf looks great. If we get a move through here, we have potential all the way up to, initially, R1 would be 25.5. But heck, it could go to 31 and even to 37. So you just follow the trend. That's my methodology. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate everyone watching. Please share this with a bud, anyone who might be able to learn something or enjoy the content. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Be gentle and just think of others, all right? Think of others. Be a leader from example. Amen.